In this video, we are going to learn how to create a student information system database, and it will be one of the videos in our series concerning the design of students information system. The student information system will be named as New Valley Students Information System. The New Valley is the name of the school, and we've chosen that name as our example. Welcome and continue, and the continuous form. Here we'll create the database, and I'm writing them the tables and the database itself, and then we'll export it to XAMPP, or you may use WAMP or anything which you want, which can be capable of producing the same result. Now here we create database if not exist, and the database will be MySQL DB. Now we use a semicolon at the end, and as I said, we will save it in this PC, then in the E, then in the dump, and htdocs here, htdocs, and data 7 inside here, or in this one here, css mysqldb.sql. Save. Now, because we have created the database, if not exist here, there's another S. If not exists. Now we'll use the database. Use this one here, Ctrl+C, then MySQL. Use this one here. Now we have several tables, and the first one is subject. Therefore, create table subject. Open the bracket, and we have the subject here, and subject code or subject ID. Let's use the word subject code. The subject code will be in integer, an integer. Therefore we'll use int, and it can contain only four digits, and not null. That is, it should not be null, and this one will be our primary key. Therefore I'll indicate the below that this one is the primary key. Then we have subject name, subject underscore name. This one here is a variable character, therefore that valcal, and each letter may go to 50 characters. Also this one here, not null. The other one is, okay, here we have, as I have said, we have only two fields in this table, and the last, let us indicate this one here is a primary key. The primary key here is this one here, subject code. Close the brackets and close the last bracket there, and we terminate this one here by a semicolon. This table is table number 1, table subject. Now let us go to create another table subject option. Create table subject option underscore option. Open the brackets there. This subject option will have option ID. This one will be an integer, data type integer, and you can have 6 digits unsigned. You can use this one also, unsigned and not null, but it can be auto increment. So this one here, comma, and we have another field in this table, program name. and this one here will be vocal, and the length of this one here can be 200 word, 200 alphabets. Note now we have program underscore duration years. This is tiny int, let us type tiny int, and let us put 1. We may also write unsigned int, not null, default. That is, if not filled, then the default of this one here can be 4 years. For all, from 1, from 2, from 3, from 4. Therefore, can be 4 years. Now here the primary key is program the option ID, and this one here unique key. The program name must be unique. Therefore, open the brackets there, put this in there, copy paste unique key, then program name. Now we close the brackets, we terminate this one here. This table is over. Let us go to another table. Create table region, the region of the student. Now there we have religion ID, this one here will be tiny int can be only 3 digits. Not now, auto increment. This one here. Then the name of the region name. This one will be vocal, variable character. Can have up to 50 alphabets. Also not now. Now the primary key here is religion ID. Copy there and paste there. Close the bracket and we terminate that one there. Now this primary key can be also written in the same line with this one here. You can add the name there, primary key. But I was choosing this arrangement just for a matter of elaboration. Now create table student. You may add the words if not exist table what student. But these ones are also optional. Then here we have student ID. Student ID can be an integer of 6 digits and signed if not null. Okay, as I said, if you may add here, this is a primary key. You may just add there, or you may just put it at the bottom. Therefore, as I said, I have chosen to have put it at the bottom. Then we have password is another field in this table. Then we have this variable character of 50 symbols and digits and the other alphanumeric keys. Then also this one here, not now. The other one is first name of the student, name, first name of the student, variable character. The name of the student will be up to 15 characters. Also not now. Now we will just copy this one here and paste in 2 places. Second, this one here is middle name, and the other one here is last name, name. Then we have birth date underscore birth date. The data type of this one here is date, and also should be not null. The other one is sex of the student, sex in now. This is also a data type which you can put your list inside here. Can be male, male or female, male or female, not now also. The other one is now. This one here, if we go inside here, the religion ID, the same as up to here, the religion ID. This one here will come here as a foreign key. This one here the primary key. This one is the foreign key in this table. Foreign key means a key from other tables to show relationship, because a student can have a religion. Therefore, here then we have registration date, leg date, data type is date, also not now. Then we have parent ID, and here choose another one. The student will have only the parent which will be known at the school. We have only one parent which will be registered. This is one to many. Two or more students can share a single parent. That's why this one here, that's why the parent ID I have put in here, because we may have several students that belong to a single parent. That is one parent, many children. Therefore, we put the ID here of the parent to reference the parent table. Even this one here, one religion, a student can belong to one religion, but the religion can have one or more students. One or more students are having the same faith. Then therefore the parent ID, this is small int. You may use any type of integer. That's why I'm using several of them so that you can understand them. And this is unsigned, not now. Now here at the religion we will put a default here. Default is 1. You may see the one is which one here. Now the other one is at parent ID we have form ID. This also belongs to another table. That a student may belong only to one form, maybe form 1 or form 2 or form 3. But the form now or the class may have more than one students. That's why I'm putting here as a foreign key in this table. This is int, put it 11, and also not now. The other one is option ID. The option ID is tiny int is here, 3 digits, also unsigned. Then you can put unsigned on or just neglect that one there because it is just additional information for the integer. And we have a not now, default is 1. Default is 1 there. Option. We have science or arts options. The other one is user status. User. Now we use the enum enumeration data type. Here we have the active, we have the passive, we have the other one is completed, the other one is absconded, the other one is transfer out, close the brackets for enum, not now, default is passive. Okay, this one here we'll use it to activate the students in the system. The ones not activated on the system will not be able to log in. The ones who are active will be able to log in the system using the username and the password provided. They also will be able to change the password according to their wish. And the other one is user level. I'm using this one here, 10 inch. Now this is only one change, only one digit. We may use 1, 2 or 3 or 4 and etc. But only a single digit. Also not now. The default of this one here should be 3. The default is 3. Now this one here will allow the user, for example, Chrome, Now we allow the users, all the users to log in the same login form, instead of having several forms. For example, this one here is admin. This one is admin. When we log out, for example, also a student can log in through this one here and be taken to the page of students. This one here will be controlled by the user level in the database. Sign out there. Close this one. Now this one is just an example. Therefore, the user level we have by default we have 3. If it is 3, then that one is a student. Now for admin we put 1, but we have another table for staff. Now here the primary key is this one here, user student ID, and we have other keys. The first key is the foreign key from the region, which is region ID. This one here, region ID. The other key, which is a foreign key, foreign key from parent table. This one here is parent ID. This one here, the other key, foreign key is from form table. Where you see the form table below, from form table there is this one here, form. Just paste there. The other key is from subject option. This one is the option ID. Therefore, foreign key from subject, the store option. We have seen this table there above. Paste it on there. Subject option table is there above this one here, and we close the table, we terminate it. Therefore, the other table is student picture. Create table student. Now this one here, as its primary key. This goes in the int 6. Unsigned, null, but auto increment, and we'll have the student ID as as foreign key in this table. Student ID, then the student photo. Now the data type of this one is blob, which is a binary large object. This one can be a collection of any data. For example, any data stored as a single object. For example, image or audio or other multimedia objects. This one also should be not null. Student photo type. The type of the photo can be the GIF or JPG. The others, but we use PNG or GIF. Here is val allow 200 characters. Not null. Then you also have timestamp there. When we use the term, but this one here is reserved for SQL, but we use it also as a variable. Val then 50, also not null. Now, as I said, this one here, the entry is the primary key. Primary key this is the entry here, and the foreign key is this one here. Foreign key, like the key, foreign key from student table. This one is student ID. Then close the bracket, we'll terminate the table. Now this one here also is a table student mark, the marks of the students. As I said, this one here will comprise the information of the students, also the score of the students. That's why we have included also the subjects. Therefore, we create table student mark. The first one here is mark ID. Mark ID can be in an integer up to 10 digits. Not now, but auto increment, and auto increment. Now also have the subject code, subject code, print, which is 4 digits. Not now. The subject code is there in the subject. This one here. Okay, we'll use this one here, and it is int 4. And this one here also we have subject code. Then we have student ID as also a key, or a foreign key from student table. Student ID. We copy that one there and paste it there. The other one is now mark year, that the year when the marks were entered in the system, or when the exams were performed. That this one is int 4. When we write year as database, as data type, it is also allowed here. It is there, but let us use the integer with 4 digits. It can be 2020, 2020, 2011, and so on and so forth. This was not null. Also, we have the term or semester. The term will be variable character. This will be first term or second term. Okay, this one has 15 characters. Also not null. And we have the test. This is int 3. Okay, this one will contain marks of students and for tests, not null. And we put them the integers in the exam also int integer 3, not null. We'll have a total, the total of this one here, also integer 3, not null. After the total, we have score average. This one here will be we can allow the decimal parts of that one, the vocal form, not null. Then we have grade, the grade variable character, only a single digit. It can be A, B, C, D, not null. We have the position of the student. Position, this is vocal, can be up to 6 characters depending on the number of the students. This is also not null. I will put vocal to allow the decimal parts or decimal points. Then we have the staff. I do see the staff table below. This one, therefore this one is the foreign key from staff table. Staff ID. This is int 6. Not null. Then the primary key here, primary key with this one here, the mark ID, and the foreign key is the subject code. This one here, this is the foreign key, therefore what the key, foreign key, this is from subject, from subject table, subject code, and the other foreign key is the staff ID. As I said, this one here will come from, this is the foreign key from staff table. Now we close, terminate the table. Let us now create the staff table. Create table staff members. Now here we'll have a relationship of one teacher may be supervising more than one class, or teaching more than one subject. More than one subject. That's why we have the staff ID in this one here. That is, one teacher can teach one or more subjects. These subjects are the ones which will yield the student marks. Therefore, one teacher will teach one or more subjects. That's why we have subject ID there as a foreign key in student mark table. Therefore, like the staff ID. Staff ID can be an integer up to 6 characters, up to 6 digits, not null. Then we have the password. When logging in the system, the staff will have the password. This one here up to 50 characters, because it will be not a normal password, because it will be hashed and stored in the table. Therefore, it can include many characters, not null. When hashed, then it can expand to several characters. That's why we are putting 50 there. Then we have teacher first name. Then the variable here is variable character. The name of the teacher can be up to 15 characters. It's not null. Now this is the first name. Now the second name, the third name. Therefore, this one here, teacher's middle name, teacher last name. Now this one here, the middle name, you can put the default. If not filled, the default should be unknown. Then we have the sex, teacher. Also use the noun, male or female, also not null. And the sex. Then we have a birth date. Data type is date, also not null. Then we have college. The college here can be of data type val use 15. This is also not null. So here the brackets. After college, then we have address entry. The address, we'll have the table having addresses and the phone numbers. That this is int 7. This is unsigned int, and not null. The first one here will be a foreign key from table address. And we have also user status, as I have explained in the students there. User status. The status, this one here will be tiny int. Oh no, will be enum. We'll use the enum there. Then we have the active. We have only 2 here, and passive. Call the brackets. But default, not null. Now default, this one here is also passive. Default is passive, and the user label let's copy from the student there. Now here default 44. We have the admin, we have the head of school, we have other teachers, and so on. Therefore, the default I have put 4. And the primary key here is primary key. This one is the staff ID, and the other key, this one is address entry. As I said, this one will be the foreign key from address. Foreign key from address is this address entry. Close the table. Then so now the other table I just explained. We have the table address having address entry as its primary key. We have the region, we have the country, we have the phone number, email, and the name of the country can be up to 50 characters. Default here is Tanzania. Also, we have the table form. We have the form ID as its primary key. We have the form name, we have the stream, we have the staff ID. Now, this one here comes here because a teacher can supervise more than one class. Therefore, this one here comes here is the foreign key. One teacher can supervise one or more classes. This one here comes as a foreign key from staff table. From staff, foreign key from staff table. The other one is club. The subject clubs. Now, subject clubs here we have club ID, we have club name, we have chairperson of the club, we have the staff ID. It is this one there must be a teacher supervising and this teacher can supervise one or more subject clubs depending on the availability of teachers in the school. And they have the date created, and they have the club status, is it active or passive. And this one here will be the primary key. Also, I've forgotten about the other key is this one here, staff ID. This is a foreign key from staff. Therefore, this one here, staff ID. Then there. Now we have also another table which is a club member. The members of the club are the students of the school. Therefore, we have the club ID at the primary key of this table, with the student ID from the club ID and the student ID will be primary keys. Here I have put 2 primary keys: staff ID and it's the club ID and the student ID. To maintain this relation, this is 1-to-1. That is, a student must be in one club only, because the allocated time will be the same. Therefore, a student cannot be in several clubs at the same time. That's why I have the student, the club ID and the student ID being primary keys. But this one here, is from student from the student table. Also, we have the relationship on the part of parents. We have the relationship ID, and I have the relate name. If not indicated, then we will put other. Therefore, this one here is the primary key. This one here will join 2 tables: the parent table and the student table, because I have taken as it to show the relationship between the student and the parent. The parent or guardian is he or she uncle, aunt, father, sister. because it can be a guardian of the student. Now the other one is the parent ID, as I have said. We have the parent there, and you can add you can add the password if you want the parents to log in the system. But if you don't want them to log in the system, they can use the information of the student to log in. That's why I have the first name, middle name, last name, the relationship ID there, the occupation of the parent, the work, which occupation is the parent doing to earn the living. And they have the entry address, the entry address entry, the foreign key from address. Therefore, the foreign keys here, the relationship key, the relationship ID. Sorry, relationship ID. This one here from table relationship, with the occupation key, occupation from occupation table, and we have the address entry from address table. The occupation, now we have the occupation ID and the occupation name. If not indicated, then there will be the other there as the default. And they also locate the table in New Valley Students Information System event. The table event will have the event ID, we have the event name, we have the commencing of the event, the ending of the events, the person responsible for that, the person responsible in that event. If not indicated, then you will have the all users. Informer ID. This one here can come from any of the tables. Can be from staff, can be from but mostly from staff or from students. If the student is given that mandate, also can inform event ID. But also we have the comments table. This is our last table in this series, and this one here we have the comment ID, the student ID. Students can comment, and so we have the heading of the table of the comment. With the comments itself, we have the date posted, and this comment ID is the primary key, and this is student ID, which is the foreign key from student table. Now this one is how the database will look like. Now let us upload this one here. The name is my school. Okay, now because we have already uploaded the table, let us put this one here in another. Let us put another name, school database, so that you can see how it will look like when you upload save school database. Now we have saved it here in the Bassu C in the down htdocs new file. This is this one here. Now let us change this name here to school database. Now let us open our browser and write the localhost now. You can use any version of XAMPP or WAMP for Windows or for Linux, depending on the system you're using, the OS you're using. Now in this dashboard of XAMPP, I'm using XAMPP now. We go to import, then here choose file, this PC, then the C drive, C partition, then XAMPP is there, htdocs is there, also not install htdocs, then we have between the CSS, for you can scroll database, yes.sql, go to open, then there we go to click the code there. Okay, import has been successfully finished. We have 18 queries, Therefore, the school database, this one here, now having 16 tables, and each table is having its fields. For example, the table address is having these fields there. The table club is having those fields there. The one underlined is the primary key of the table. And for example, the subject option of this one there. Now that is how to create the table, and we'll be using a database. This one here is just an example. We'll be using the database named SchoolDB, having 16, also having 16 tables. Now we use this one here as our database, and as I have shown you earlier that we have this system, we'll go step by step how to create it, and the user can be able to log in as an admin or as any user. For example, here using the same login form. For example, here the admin can be able to register students, register teachers, register parents, and so forth. And they also can be able to see the information of students. For example, this one here, I have only one student here, and there will be the picture of the student, and the full information of the students can be seen by the admin. Also, the admin can be able to change the password, write comments, also see the comments, and edit some events if he or she wishes to do so. And the clubs will be seen also there. The records of the students, even the students report, will create them together in this series. Up to here, I say thank you for being with us. Welcome to the next video, and see you.